Sometimes life doesn't shout its warnings, it whispers them. When it comes to our elderly loved ones, these whispers are often quiet and subtle. A forgotten meal, a misstep, a distant gaze that speaks louder than words. While no one can pinpoint the exact moment a life will end, many doctors and caregivers agree there are certain signs that may suggest someone is entering their final year. Physical, emotional, and behavioral changes that are frequently overlooked or misunderstood. In this video, we'll explore 6 powerful yet often unnoticed signs that an elderly person may be nearing the final stage of life. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness, compassion, and being present when it matters most. If someone you love is showing any of these signs, it may be time to gently prepare, not just for what's coming, but for making every remaining moment deeply meaningful. Sign number 1. Noticeable decrease in appetite and weight loss. One of the first subtle warnings comes from the kitchen table. Elderly individuals who are in their final year often begin to lose interest in food, even the meals they used to love. You might notice uneaten plates, reduced portion sizes, or excuses like, "I'm just not hungry." What's happening isn't just about taste or digestion. It's the body slowly starting to shut down systems it no longer prioritizes. As the body prepares for the end of life, it begins conserving energy and digestion becomes less efficient. The brain may stop signaling hunger. Even if food is offered, swallowing might become more difficult. This can lead to gradual but noticeable weight loss, muscle wasting, and fatigue. It's not uncommon for clothes to fit more loosely or for the face to appear more sunken. While decreased appetite doesn't always mean the end is near, when combined with other signs, it may be your loved one's way of physically withdrawing from life. Compassion, not force, is key here. Small portions, favorite snacks, and hydration are more important than pushing full meals. Sign number 2, increased fatigue and need for sleep. We all get tired, but in the final stages of life, tired becomes constant. Elderly individuals in their last year often begin sleeping much more than usual. They might take multiple naps during the day, wake up feeling unrefreshed, or struggle to stay awake during conversations or meals. This isn't laziness or boredom. It's the body conserving energy for basic functions. As the heart, lungs, and muscles slow down, the body redirects resources. Activities that once were routine, like walking to the bathroom or getting dressed, may become exhausting. You may also notice your loved one staying in bed longer, even during the day. This kind of fatigue often goes hand in hand with less engagement. Seniors may become quieter, less responsive, and more withdrawn. But remember, behind the silence, their emotions are still active. Even short moments of presence, holding their hand, playing soft music, or reading to them can offer deep comfort during this stage. Sign number 3, loss of interest in activities or social disconnection. A person who used to enjoy gardening, watching TV shows, or talking with friends may suddenly lose interest. Hobbies are abandoned. Phone calls go unanswered. Even visitors may be met with silence or fatigue. This can be mistaken for depression, and sometimes the two overlap. But in many cases, this withdrawal is part of the natural detachment from the physical world. The mind begins preparing to let go, and the social world begins to feel less important. You might notice a faraway look in their eyes or shorter conversations, as if they're slowly pulling back from daily life. It's not rejection. It's a quiet transition. Being there without expectation, without pressure, can be the greatest gift you offer in this time. Sign number 4, noticeable changes in breathing patterns. One of the clearest physiological signs that often signals the body is entering its final phase is changes in breathing. These can begin subtly and gradually become more obvious. Breathing may become shallower, more rapid, or labored. There may be long pauses between breaths, or what's known as Cheney-Stokes breathing, a pattern of deep breathing followed by shallow breaths, or even short periods without breathing. While this typically happens in the final days or weeks For some, breathing changes may begin months before passing. If your loved one is easily winded, struggles to catch their breath when walking a short distance, or seems to gasp for air during sleep, it could be a sign the lungs or heart are declining. Medical support like oxygen therapy or medications to ease breathing can offer relief. But emotionally, this can be one of the most difficult signs to witness. Just being present, calm, and reassuring during moments of breathlessness can be incredibly soothing. Sign number 5. Confusion, memory gaps, or moments of disorientation. Cognitive decline is common with age, but when someone enters their final year, you may notice an increase in mental fog, confusion about time or place, and even occasional hallucinations. They may forget where they are, think they're in a different time, or start seeing people who aren't there, sometimes long past loved ones. This can be heartbreaking and frightening for both the person and their family. But it's important to understand, the brain, like the rest of the body, is slowing down. Blood flow to the brain may decrease. Medications can add side effects, and the boundary between the physical and spiritual may begin to blur. Speak gently, avoid correcting them harshly, and try to provide a safe, familiar space. Even if they don't always know who you are, the emotional connection remains. Your presence is still deeply felt, even when words become confusing. Sign number 6, a sudden rally or burst of energy. Perhaps the most surprising sign of all is a moment of unexpected clarity or energy. This can happen days or even hours before passing. A person who has been silent, withdrawn, or weak may suddenly become talkative, request a favorite meal, or want to reconnect with loved ones. Families often see this and feel a wave of hope. They're getting better. But in many cases, this rally is a final surge of life before the body systems begin shutting down. It's as if the soul is gathering strength for one last goodbye. Rather than fearing this, it can be embraced as a precious gift. Use this moment to share love, offer forgiveness, hear stories, or simply be together. The body may be fading, but the spirit is fully awake. What these signs really mean: watching someone you love move through their final chapter is never easy. These signs can feel overwhelming, especially when they arrive quietly and gradually. But knowing what to look for isn't about predicting the end. It's about being prepared to make every moment count. If your loved one is showing one or more of these signs, don't panic, but don't ignore them either. Speak with a doctor or hospice team. Make sure they're comfortable. Make sure they're heard. And most of all, make sure they feel loved. Because in the end, it's not just about the number of days a person lives. It's about how those days are filled with dignity, with peace, with connection. If this video helped you understand what to expect or how to care for someone during this sacred time, please consider subscribing to this channel. Here, we share thoughtful, compassionate insights for seniors and the people who love them. Until next time, be gentle with your heart and with theirs.